It was pretty hyped. It was wonderful, and it sort of it was the same for us. We hadn't seen the footage until last night, so we came out as fanned up as the fans. It was really, really, really exciting.
We didn't screen the whole thing. This is important to mention.
Only 30 minutes.
Actually, none of us have seen the film, and we'll be seeing it at the same time as you guys see it on April the 27th, because there's so much about the film that's being kept under wraps, being kept secret. So last night was about 20 minutes,
but
and the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you guys said you only showed the fans like 20 or 30 minutes of the movie, but even though you haven't seen the complete movie, have any of you read the full script?
Not me.
Wow. This guy right here.
Oh, Benedict.
One guilty.
Benedict.
I'm a reader. I like to read.
He has special.
I have special
powers.
reading powers. No, I had to sort of understand what the context was. Strange as this wonderful role in it, and I'm trying to kind of hold the multiverse together. So I kind of needed to know what goes on in between those brackets. So
Anyone called Tom or Chris hasn't read it.
Right,
And everyone called Tom Holland is not allowed to read it.
Wait, I want to ask Tom Holland about
I
that.
tried for about 5 minutes. I tried for about 5 minutes to get the script and just gave up so quickly.
Wow.
I just got the feeling that I was never going to win.
Tom Holland, I understand that you're particularly bad at keeping a secret. Tom H., is that true? And that producers went to extreme lengths to keep you from knowing what actually happens in the film?
Yeah, I'm very stressed right now because this is live, so I'm really just trying to sit on it and let these guys do all the talking.
I have a big hand, so let me know. Tom's not actually going to the premiere. There's going to be a separate little red carpet. He's going to go off and see Toy Story 3, so it doesn't give anything away.
This is your first and last live interview. Awesome.
I know that this is an action-packed movie, and so I'm wondering, which of the three of you had the toughest stunts while filming?
Probably.
No.
There's a lot. Wire work is a lot less comfortable than he makes it look, and he does it supremely well. So expect a lot of fun from the TH Spider Boy here.
I remember in the first Spider-Man, if we ever filmed stuff where I was upside down, we would just stick my hair up and film it right way up.
Oh, that's how you do it.
Because
I take my
if you go
back.
upside down, your veins pop out in your head and stuff.
It's not pretty. Yeah.
The Russo brothers didn't know that trick, so in this film, there's a shot of my face like about to explode.
Like, who was the best behind the scenes? You know, who have you been hanging out the most with?
I got on very well with Chris Pratt on this one. Chris Pratt and I became very close. He's really funny. He's such a sweet guy. He's so talented. The way he navigates around a set and the way he treats everyone is a real role model for me. And we've become very close. He was in London the other day. I took him out for a drink, and it was lovely to catch up. And he's a great guy.
Hey everybody, it's Charlie. So if you guys didn't see, they just had the Avengers Infinity War London premiere screening where they screened like the 20 minutes of the film. They did a bunch of interviews, so naturally there's a lot of funny moments, a lot of the actors talking about their roles in the film. So this is sort of like a balance of the really cool stuff and just like really funny haha stuff, like Tom Holland sitting there trying not to give away spoilers. This is going to be my last live interview ever. This is just the first one of these that they've done. They're going to be going all over the world, so they're going to be talking about all kinds of cool stuff. So I'll do videos for stuff like this, along with just straight up comic book and movie explainers like Thanos' backstory. If you are finding me for the first time, be sure to subscribe to get all the Marvel videos. It's only going to get crazier as we get closer to the premiere, and there's that Infinity Gauntlet giveaway that I'll talk about at the end of the video. The really important stuff that they talked about during this, like I'll talk about the funny moments too, but the important stuff is Doctor Strange talking about why it was important that he read the whole script. It has absolutely nothing to do with how powerful the actors are. Like Robert Downey Jr. is probably the most powerful Marvel actor right now. He earns the most money. Benedict Cumberbatch, very big deal internationally, but the reason why they let him read the whole script is because he says he has a central role in the movie, much bigger than I would have thought before. Doctor Strange is an important character. He wields the Time Stone, he's the Sorcerer Supreme, but the key thing he says during this is that he's trying to hold the multiverse together. In the comics, when Thanos tries to assemble the Infinity Gauntlet to change the universe, he's only dealing with the 616 main Marvel universe of the comics. It's not like a big multiverse thing. Like during Secret Wars, Doctor Strange had a secret Infinity Gauntlet that he saved from an alternate universe that they were able to use at the end of that story. They get into some more complicated rules about like how you can borrow stuff from other universes, but we've only just introduced the concept of the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like we have Dormammu in the Dark Dimension, we have a bunch of other universes that Doctor Strange traveled through, so it sounds like part of the movie is them dealing with the consequences of what Thanos is trying to do. Like it will affect the multiverse, so that's why Benedict Cumberbatch playing Doctor Strange needs to understand the logic of what Thanos is doing, whereas the other actors like Spider-Man, like he jokes about trying to get the script and he just, I gave up after a couple minutes, it wasn't going to happen. And while they were on set filming those scenes, or while they were on the Titan set filming those big battle scenes where they were fighting Thanos, Tom Holland said that he didn't know who he was fighting because the other person was basically just this CG construct, so they had somebody else standing in for Thanos. A lot of the other actors had the same treatment, like you're battling one of the Black Order here, but they wouldn't tell them who they were fighting, just person with spear in a mocap suit. So that wasn't enough. When they were doing that, they also didn't give Tom Holland script pages. They just said, you're fighting this person, get into this big battle here. And they would feed him lines as he needed them. Like when he's on the bus here with Ned Leeds, like, hey, create a distraction. They didn't even give him script pages for that because there are really only a number of actors that have a ton of dialogue. Like Spider-Man has lines, but most of it is him just being Spider-Man in these big fights with quippy dialogue, and that you don't need a lot of script pages for. Just imagine the Russos during this big Titan battle while they were filming, feeding him a bunch of different quips while he's swinging around. He also jokes about some of the Spider-Man stunts and the different ways the different Marvel movies treat that. So that's why you always hear about people like James Gunn or the people from the other movies like the Ant-Man and the Wasp director consulting on the big Avengers team-ups, so that when different directors like the Russos are using characters that were already established in other movies, they keep the character within continuity. Like it was reported that James Gunn wrote all the dialogue for the Guardians of the Galaxy scenes, and there's actually a lot of the Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie. They talked about the 20 minutes of footage that they screened for people at this London premiere. I've already talked a little bit about those scenes. It's really two big scenes. It's the Sanctum battle and then Thor meeting the Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's all stuff from trailers that most people have already seen. The movie is about 2 hours and 36 minutes long. So think about all the movie that people have not seen. I also attached that Spider-Man clip with him talking about spending most of his time with the Guardians of the Galaxy and Star-Lord's character. So for the most part, what you've seen in the trailers makes it seem like he spends most of his time on Team Iron Man. They go to Titan, they have this big battle, so it just sounds like that's where most of Spider-Man's scenes during the movie happen. And then you have like all this separate stuff happening in Wakanda. The people that were in the Wakanda scenes, like Team Black Panther, said that the funniest person behind scenes was Mark Ruffalo, and that makes it sound like he really is going to be Banner for most of the film. But what'll happen is in the next week, they're going to be doing more and more of this kind of stuff. So I'll try to cherry pick like the funniest or most interesting stuff and do videos with that. So I'll balance that out with the videos that I do for just like straight up plot and characters. Leave all your requests in the comments below. I've gotten a lot of requests to do a video for Thanos' backstory because they've cut it from the film. So I'll try to explain how they've changed that for the movie universe, because his comic book backstory is very different. But there was a whole bunch of big announcements in the comic book TV universe today, so I'll try to add that in the relevant videos. Like I have a Titans video coming up. The Legends of Tomorrow finale is airing tonight, so I'll do a video for that later tonight. So just be sure to check everything out. You can follow me on Twitter for updates too. I'll post the link to my Twitter account in that top pinned comment. So just be sure to check out the comments, and I'll name a giveaway winner when I post new Marvel. So click here for that brand new Infinity War trailer video, and click here for that brand new Han Solo trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.